golden garlic breadsticks. Oh. That is so incredibly good. That is heaven on a plate. Come with me because today I'm going to show you how to make my cheesy garlic breadsticks. It is pouring rain outside and I need some comfort food. So tonight we're starting off with my cheesy breadsticks. So let's get started. Okay, to start off my cheesy breadsticks, we need to make the garlic butter. So in a saucepan, I'm going to put a stick of butter, an obscene amount of garlic. This is 8 cloves of garlic that I chopped. We're going to add some salt because it's unsalted butter, some black pepper, and some Italian seasoning. We're going to get this on the stove and we're going to let the butter melt. While that's happening, let's start on the cheesy breadstick portion. So you need a 9x13 pan that has deep sides. When I tell you these breadsticks are so incredibly cheesy, it's not even funny. And they're so delicious. So you put extra virgin olive oil in the bottom of the pan, and you're gonna spread it all over the pan. Up the sides, make sure you get the corners really, really well, because 1, it's gonna prevent our dough from sticking, and 2, it's gonna create that golden, crispy, crunchy crust that we're after, because if you're like me and you like burnt cheese, this is the dish for you. So now I have my pizza dough that I made here. If you want the recipe to my pizza dough, just click the link in my bio. It's in my Substack. And I also have a video posted on how to make the pizza dough. So now we're just gonna take the pizza dough and we're gonna work it into all 4 corners. Now the only thing you want to do here, you wanna make sure that you don't rip it. You don't wanna put holes in it. You have a lot of olive oil in this pan, so it is gonna slide around, but it shouldn't shrink up on you. Now, there we go. If for some reason your dough keeps retracting back, that just means you worked it too much and you developed too much gluten. So just let it rest for 15-20 minutes, let the gluten relax, and then spread it out. So once you have your dough all in the pan, don't worry about the little corners, because once this rises, it's gonna spread out into the little tiny corners that we have left. So you're gonna cover it with a mopine, put it on top of your stove, and just let it rise a little bit and rest and let the gluten relax. Our garlic butter is nice and melty and all done. Our pizza dough has risen, and see, I told you it would go into all 4 corners. So now we're gonna take this gorgeous garlic butter and we're just gonna paint it all over the top. Make sure you get the edges. Don't throw that away, you can use that again. We're gonna hit that with some freshly grated Parmigiano-Reggiano cheese, and now the mozzarella. Make sure that when you put the mozzarella on there, you get it all the way to the edges and the corners, because that is going to give you that crispy, golden, cheesy crust that we're after. And that's what it should look like. All the way to the edges, all the way to the corners. Now I'm gonna pop this in a 375-degree oven for about 20 minutes, or just until the edges are golden, the cheese is melted, and it's bubbly and gooey and yummy. Our cheesy breadsticks are done, and I am so excited we have to get them out of the oven. This is what I was talking about. Do you see the crispy edges on those breadsticks? Oh, this is gonna be good. Let's get her out. Oh, you could just hear the crispness the second I touch it. And because we put that cheese all the way to the edges, we have to coerce it out. But don't worry, it's not gonna stick. We had all that olive oil, and we had the garlic butter. So you just wanna loosen the sides. Look at it. That's gorgeous. Ta-da! Now listen for the crunch. And there you have it. Our crispy, golden garlic breadsticks. Oh. That is so incredibly good. That is heaven on a plate. Guys, if you want the recipe to my garlic cheesy breadsticks, just comment the word recipe in the comment section below and I'll be sure to send it to your DM. Or you can click the link in my bio, head over to my Substack, and you can find all of my recipes there. Delicious.